Hey everyone, Effie here. Today is a super special day because we are celebrating the Ton's 6th anniversary release. We are releasing 7 new stamps and coordinating dies and 4 standalone dies. So be sure to head over to our blog post and check out all of the new products and beautiful inspiration by our team members. So let's get started. I'm going to give you an in-depth look at our new products released today. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with the biggest set first, which is our Balloon Alphas stamp set. It's a 9 by 12 inch photopolymer set. This large alpha stamp set is a little bit more simpler than our other alpha stamps because you have 2 large stamps for the main letters and then the 2-step layering stamps for the least used letters. So here you have the 5 letters Q, V, W, X, Z. I feel like these are the most least used. So I separated them from the main blocks. And now you can save some time and space and paper by just stamping the main 2 large blocks of letters, because how often do you use Z's in your crafting? This is a patent pending grouped layering set. So you see all the bars and squares inside the stamps. You use them to help you align the layers. So here, I'm just going to give you a close-up look at some of the additional sentiments that we included in this set so you can customize the sentiment after you decide what your main word or sentiment will be. You can just add on some additional sentiments with these smaller stamps that we included. And here's a look at some of the different colors that I stamped these beautiful balloon alphas in. Here I use our Beach Blondie and Amber Citrine, and it gives a really nice representation of a gold effect. And then for this one, I use our Crystal Pewter and Smoky Quartz dye ink, and you get a really nice silver balloon effect. It just looks so awesome. I am really in love with this stamp set because you don't have as many layers as you do in our other alphabet stamp sets like our floral alphas. They have a little bit more layers. So this has 2 layers. It's easier and quicker, and this set is just really so fun because look at all these different colors. How great are these? And here are the coordinating dies for our Balloon Alpha set. You have 2 pieces. These dies are available separately. So this is the main die, and then this die will cut out the least used letters stamped images. So I'm just going to go ahead and die cut this one panel just to show you guys. This die will cut out all of these letters at once. Quick, easy, and just so fun. I usually use a Gemini Junior to die cut all of my things, so I made sure to size the panel so that it would fit within the cutting plates of the Gemini Junior. The Gemini Junior plates, I think, are about 6 inches wide. I think the cutting plates are about 6 by 8 inches, so the panel that you use to stamp this set will fit in those plates. So here I'm just going to show you the 2 main stamps of this set. You can see how large they are. This is the second layer, and this one right here on the left side is the first layer, and you can see how large they are. And if you're just stamping the main letters, it's a 2-step process, so it goes by very quickly and easily. Next up, I'm going to show you our new Ditsy Bits stamp set. It's a 4 by 6 inch photopolymer set. This is the foliage layer, and this is the floral petal layer, and then this is the detail layer that you stamp within the floral petal layer. This is a 3-step grouped layering set. It could also be a 2-step if you choose not to go with that detail layer, but here are just a few color variations. This is a smaller 4 by 6 set, so the layers are smaller than our other grouped layering stamps. So since the stamps are smaller, the stamping process goes by a lot faster. Here is the coordinating die for our Ditsy Bits. This die is available separately, and here you can see how it fits right over all of the images, allowing you to die cut all of the images at once. These are fun little floral images that are easy to mass produce for future use or for your current project that's on your craft desk now. And here are some samples on how my team and I use this beautiful stamp set. Next up is our Wild Bloom stamp set. This is also a 4x6-inch photopolymer set. We have also released coordinating dies. This die collection is available separately. This stamp set has 8 stamps total, 3 floral images, and 5 leaf or foliage images. Here's a card that I made using our Wild Bloom stamp set. And I'll have a process video for this card posted on our YouTube channel tomorrow. And here are just a few samples created by our team members. The images in this set are a little larger, so they are really great to color. Next up is our Fancy Foliage stamp set. This is a 6x6-inch photopolymer set. This is essentially a 2-stepped grouped layering set. You can just stamp that first layer, the first solid layer on its own without that detail layer. It's totally up to you depending on, how lazy you're feeling at the time. So here you can see how I stamped both layers. That second layer will give the images a little bit more of a detailed look. Or just use a solid layer by itself if you need to mass produce some really quick foliage images. The set also features a outline layer. This image coordinates with the layered images. And this is the coordinating die. It'll cut out the layered images and also the outline image. You can never have enough foliage pieces. I always use a 3-to-1 ratio with floral images, so I always need extra pieces. So here you can see how I use these pieces along with the Ditzy Bits images in this card. Next up is our Eucalyptus stamp set. This is also a 6x6-inch photopolymer set. There are 2 layers for the leaves and then 1 layer for the stem. This is also a patent pending grouped layering set. And here are just some samples that I've stamped out. You can see on this sample, I used our hot tourmaline and ocean teal dye inks. For the next sample, I just used the solid leaf layer and I did some selective inking with the same inks. And here's a colored version of the outline layer. And you can see that I just mass produced a bunch of eucalyptus images that I can use in my future projects. Here is the coordinating die. You can see that it fits right over all 3 images and will cut out everything in one pass. Next up, we have our ribbons sentiment set. These are grouped layering sets. We have the affirmations version and then we have the general version. Both sets are 6x8 inches and they both have 2 large stamps in them. And we use the same grouped layering technology with both designs. The general set contains sentiments such as congrats, yay, you, happy, and thanks. And then the affirmations set has wonderful, beautiful, fabulous, amazing, and lovely. And then there are additional smaller stamps within both sets that help you build upon those sentiments. So here is the general set all stamped out and the affirmation set all stamped out. And here are the coordinating dies for both sets that are available separately. And when they're all die cut, this is what they look like. Very lovely. Next up, we have our Radiant Roses layering floral dies. This collection features 5 dies, and when you layer them together, they look beautiful, just like this. I made these just by blending some ink on cardstock, and here are a couple of samples by our team members. Next up is our round foliage window dies. This collection consists of 4 dies. You have 2 detail layers, a frame layer, and then just the regular round window layer. So you can use these 2 detail dies to create the foliage windows in your card panels. You can use them separately or layer them together. Here I just die cut them on 2 separate panels and you can see it cuts out the window right into the panel. Then this die will cut out a stitched border frame, and you can use this border frame to layer over your windows to give it a polished or finished look, just like this. You can glue it right on. And then this simple circle die can be used to cut out the window so that you have a piece just like this that you can use on your finished project. You can put it over one of your die cut windows, or you can put it behind your die cut window to layer your foliage window and make it fuller. And here's the card that I made using this die collection plus our ribbon affirmation sentiment set. Next up is our quilted A2 cover plate die. This is the cutest die ever because you have these little tiny heart details and then you have the stitching details for that quilted look. So this panel, I die cut it from white cardstock and then backed it up with some pink cardstock. And here you have those little tiny hearts and they're just so cute. So here I just die cut the cover plate die onto some colored cardstock and you can see how fabulous they look. It's a really subtle background because that stitching is very delicate. So it's very subtle and can be used with anything. So I decided to transfer that design into a slimline design. But the only difference is that this has little diamond details and not the heart details. Since it's a diamond design, you can use this vertically or horizontally. And those are all the new products from our 6th anniversary release. Be sure to head over to our blog to check out all of our new products in more detail. And we are also continuing with our anniversary festivities on Monday with an Instagram hop. Actually, we have Instagram hops from Monday to Thursday next week with some more giveaways. So be sure to stop by our blog for more information and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because I am updating it more regularly now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.